Happy Wednesday, everybody. This morning, we want to know, do you think the popular social media app TikTok should be banned? We're asking this because happening later today, the social media giant could be a thing of the past pretty soon.
So the House is expected to move forward with a vote that would ban TikTok here in the United States. This is unless the China-based company cut ties with the app. So right now, the social media company is asking creators to use hashtag #KeepTikTok to share what the app means to them and share its positive impact. But many lawmakers say TikTok is a threat to the American people by giving China user data.
So they're basically saying, hey, you either can sell it off to somebody else who's not a Chinese-owned company, or you can be banned in the U.S. Those would be the two options. Former President Donald Trump, you can say here, he's chiming in. He says he's worried a TikTok ban would grow the amount of users on Facebook, which he calls, quote, the enemy of the people. So not really taking a stance on TikTok one way or the other, just more or less he doesn't like Facebook. Many GOP leaders are disagreeing with his opposition, and so they're going to go ahead and charge ahead with today's vote.
So this morning we've been asking people all morning long, what do you think? Do you think TikTok should be banned? Comment below. We had a lot of people chime in this morning, too. Some saying, please do not get rid of TikTok. A TikTok ban, no. Keep TikTok. We have too much government. Yeah, but then you see there a few no's. Yeah. So, yes, ban TikTok in the U.S.
Okay, so maybe more split than we were. Usually, when we've done hits on this before, it seems like it's almost always like we're tired of it, get rid of it, and now it's in Congress, and now it's a little bit more split. I don't know if anyone else is noticing that, but I think that's interesting.
You know, it has to go through. It has to get through. It goes through Congress, the Senate, and when it goes to the Senate, it'll be more. I think there's a lot more debate going on about whether we should ban it or not. So it has to get through the Senate. See what happens.
Joy Mott chiming in saying, I don't use it. Joy also saying, it should, well, I don't know. It's a typo, Joy. You mean should or shouldn't be banned. Melissa saying Congress has far more important things to do than worry about TikTok. But I'm sure some parents are like, yes, please get rid of TikTok for my child. But as you mentioned this morning, that's not going to stop the social media problem that we have.
Something will replace it, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
For one, I don't think Congress will end up doing anything about it because I think it would be largely unpopular. That said, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Only because I do feel like we've talked about it before when it comes to AI. I feel like our lawmakers are really behind the eight ball, like on all sorts of technology. On social media, its impacts on kids. And I know some people are anti-regulation when it comes to these things, and I get that. But when it comes to social media and its impact on us and China and also AI and how behind the eight ball they are on that, I feel they're just like one step behind on all of this. And I'm not really sure that gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people, though, that are on TikTok, like this is their livelihood. Like people have built businesses from TikTok. And I'll even say, like, TikTok has my most followers. I kind of stopped using it since all this stuff has been going. I'm like, I don't know. I don't post on there.
Since the Chinese started tracking you,
I've started doing more Instagram. But it is amazing how TikTok, you can increase your following so fast. There's so many more views than Instagram.
I think I can read this for a couple minutes. Just found out 4.44 billion minutes per year is what the average adult in the United States spends.
Wow, on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Whoa. Yeah.
18.2% are 18 to 24-year-old women on TikTok in the United States.
Social media can suck you in. Like I tell you all the time, sometimes I'll go to my Instagram to check a message from someone or look up something, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's your feed, and you're like distracted, and then you're like, why did I come here? I came here for a reason, and I got distracted. I mean, it sucks you in.
I think I finally just drew the line at TikTok. I have an account, but I've never posted on it, and I don't ever log on to it.
I've never even been on it.
You've been on mine.
Well, yes.
Only because, not that I don't enjoy it, because it does suck you in, but I think I got to the point where it was like, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter already take up way too much of my time. I was like, I don't need a fourth platform to do that. But yeah, I think to your point, some people make money off of it. It's lucrative. And for that, and for some of the other reasons, I don't.
You can make money on YouTube. I love YouTube. I spend more time on that than any of the others.
Agreed.
So it's educational, it's fun, it's music, it's whatever you want.
Well, some of us are required to post on these platforms, so I wonder what'll happen with that as well. Because I think we're just required to post on Facebook and Instagram, but I know some newsers that are required to, make the TikToks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Some TV stations do?
So, So
yeah, that will
slippery.
Probably change.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see
if there's a ban.
I'm telling you, I would be okay if social media just went away.
Well, I do think, and going to your point,
I say this as a person who posts on social media almost on a daily, but like I just more and more, I think it's just not good.
I post on Instagram the most, and I enjoy scrolling through it, and I enjoy too, like my Facebook with my friends that I can see what they've been up to. But going back to what Kia said on like being required to post, and we know every person in news has to do it, and even businesses, they want to get out there on social media. But it is interesting, everything that we're doing now in these schools, now suing social media companies for what it's doing to students' mental health. Well, we're humans too, so like it can affect mental health. So it'll be interesting to see how businesses now approach it with this new research.
So overall, is social media better? Are we better with social media or not? It seemed that there were fewer problems,
connected.
And we may be better connected. But with kids, it has become a monster, and has really become something that has really been very negative for what's happened with our kids. So
you can absolutely
what you were talking about, Ben.
You can absolutely find some amazing, wonderful stories about social media and the good it's done. And I totally believe that. I just feel like, to my prior point, it's gone completely unchecked, and it's a bit of a wild, wild west as far as any sort of regulation when it comes to it.
And people, kids especially, are living more here than here.
We were kind of talking about this yesterday with the cell phone debate. I think, I guess the same sentiment I had yesterday applies to this. It's going to come down to which freedoms folks want to give up.
Yeah, Jake, to that point, no freedom of speech is a right for everybody in the country as long as it doesn't cross the line. TikTok should be legal in the U.S. All right. Well, listen, no matter what happens to TikTok or social media, we'll always have this.
Any one of you like to buy it, you could buy it probably from the Chinese for a good price.
That will be interesting to see what happens.
$1 billion. Actually, more than that.
Larry, you can own it.
Yeah, right. All right here. It's right there.
Let us know what you think. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Yeah, TikTok says it's time to go.
Get out of here.